Welcome to the Supreme Grammar Podcast, where you can learn to write like a Supreme Court Justice, with me, Jill Barton. Today, I've asked our AI host to describe how to bring all the parts of a legal memo together, how to organize your sections logically, integrate facts smoothly, and build a cohesive document that guides your reader from beginning to end. Let's listen in.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into something fundamental for any law student or new lawyer, mastering the legal memo.
Absolutely. It's often the very first big assignment in law school.
Right, and it pops up constantly, doesn't it? Summer internships, clerking, even just writing a clear, legally sound email for a partner sometimes.
Exactly. Think of it as your primary tool for answering a specific legal question for a supervisor. It helps them predict what might happen, what the likely outcome is.
It's sort of the bedrock analysis.
It really is. And, a well-done memo isn't just for that moment. The analysis can be valuable, even years later in a practice. Very adaptable.
Okay, so let's break down the basic structure. Every memo, pretty much, whether it's tackling one issue or several, starts with a clear heading.
Right.
Then you've got the questions presented, very precisely phrased, and then the brief answer. Seems simple enough on the surface?
Well, yes and no. The heading needs specific things. Who it's to, who it's from, the date, and that crucial reline, the subject.
The reline. Got it.
And you mentioned emails. The format can definitely vary. It might be a formal Word document or, a concise email memo. The core elements adapt.
Okay. After the heading, questions, answers, we get to the facts section. The story, basically.
Yes, the narrative. And this is trickier than it sounds. Objectivity is paramount here.
Oh, I remember struggling with that. Wanting to, hint at the conclusion already.
That's a common pitfall. You need all the legally significant facts, even the ones that don't help your expected outcome. Just the facts, laid out clearly.
How do you suggest organizing them?
Usually chronologically works well. Or sometimes by topic, if that makes more sense. Use short paragraphs, good transitions, make it easy to follow the story objectively.
Right, lay the groundwork without bias. So after the facts, we hit the main event, the discussion section. This is where the CREAC framework comes in. Let's spell that out. CREAC.
Yes. Conclusion, first your conclusion for that specific issue, then the rule or the relevant law. Then explanation. This is key. You explain the rule, delve into case law, show how courts interpret it. It's not just stating the rule.
It's the why and how behind the rule.
Exactly. Then comes the analysis. This is where you apply that rule and explanation to your specific facts. This is the real analytical work.
And a lot of students maybe just restate the rule here.
Sometimes, yes. Or they don't connect it tightly enough to their facts. You need to show how the law works on this situation. And finally, another conclusion. Summarizing the outcome for that CREAC unit.
Makes sense. Now, what if you have multiple legal issues in one memo? Things get more complex.
They do. That's where you'll often see an umbrella paragraph right at the start of the discussion section. Sort of a roadmap.
A roadmap, I like that.
Yeah, it gives the reader, usually your supervisor, the big picture. It explains how the different issues connect and outlines the order you'll address them in, each with its own CREAC analysis.
So it ties everything together before you dive into the individual CREAC sections. Keeps the reader oriented.
Precisely. It prevents them from getting lost in the details of one issue and losing sight of the overall question.
So whether it's one CREAC or several under an umbrella, making the whole memo cohesive and, frankly, easy to read is vital.
Absolutely critical. Use clear transitions between sections and between the parts of CREAC. Use headings and subheadings, especially if you have multiple issues. Make it scannable.
And what about a final wrap-up?
For more complex memos, definitely include a separate overall conclusion section at the very end. It just summarizes the findings from all of the CREAC sections and gives that final bottom line. Helps the reader really absorb the key takeaways.
Okay, and the last piece of advice, maybe the most important.
Revise. And then revise again.
Yes. Easier said than done sometimes.
But so important for your credibility. Read it through carefully, check for logic, flow, consistency. Does it all hang together?
Any specific revision tips?
Definitely read it aloud. You'll catch awkward phrasing and errors your eyes just skim over. And print it out sometimes. Looking at it on paper can reveal things you miss on screen. Polishing shows you respect the reader's time.
Good advice. So really, understanding this memo structure gives you a solid roadmap for success, right from day one of law school, but also for those crucial internships and jobs.
It really does. It equips you to write the way professors, employers, and judges expect. clearly, logically, persuasively.
Fantastic. Thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure. And just one final thought for everyone listening. Legal writing is a skill you keep honing. Your first memo is just the beginning. You learned so much writing it about the law, the facts, the process itself. Keep learning, keep refining. That commitment will serve you incredibly well throughout your whole career.
So now you know how to put your entire memo together, so it reads as one seamless, persuasive whole. Next up, we'll look at how to share the same type of analysis in legal emails, where a few lines can make a big impression. Thanks for listening, and remember, you can be a great legal writer.